Alright, we are off! So this is the Oracle of Ages weekly randomizer race. Today we're playing normal mode with tree warp on. We are also playing with randomized dungeons and keysanity. Joining me today we have Dragon and Fox. Pretty standard for the weeklies, I think. Like at this point it seems like the three of us are the general Ages weekly racers, and we generally play like the same kind of stuff every week. So it's always fun to see how this plays out. Getting a bracelet early, generally a good thing. And we got a key. For Mermaid Cave present. Ugh, that's not a key you want to see. We got mysteries on our default tree. Shop is going to be book, so we don't need to buy that. So shop is dead. We may have to buy a shield. That's the only thing we might have to do. But if we have to buy a shield, as long as we get something that can cross a gap, we can buy from the Deku Scrub by the default mystery tree. And that only costs 10 versus 30 in the shop. So that's a bargain on buying a shield. If you can possibly get to it. It's one of those things that you might not always have access to before you need the shield. But also, we may never actually need the shield in general. If we find shovel, we don't need a shield. If we actually find a shield in the wild, we won't need a shield. Okay, so that's good. That gives us access to the rest of Deku Forest, including that Deku Scrub that I was talking about. So if possible, we're going to want to try and farm up rupees. Don't think it's going to happen. Alright. Echoes is pretty solid. And there's currents. Okay. I'm gonna just check the tree. It's also mysteries. Okay, so we don't need that tree. That's very good to know. Jabuki. Okay. And now we've got to make our way up to Symmetry City. That's going to be the basic place that we can get the most things. Before I go there, though, there is one check we can do using currents. Octo-ring? Not really useful unless we run into a bunch of likes. Alright, there's Ember Seeds. So as soon as we get access to cleaning out the seed trees, we're going to be able to go to the graveyard area. Flippers? Okay, that's good. Flippers is good, because that's going to get me another check or two that we can do. While we're up in Symmetry City. The only problem is that also means we can do Talus Peaks. If we're gonna have to do a 3-heart Talus Peaks with no weapon, it's gonna be fun. We have 2 items that we can get before we have to do that, though. So there's still hope. There is still hope that we don't have to do that. Alright, seed shooter's good. That means we can get seeds. Which could mean no Talus Peaks, because now we're going to be able to do stuff. At the very worst... Oh my god. At the very worst, we're going to be able to get the Mystery Seed reward. What is this pattern? Alright. I think we just gotta go for it. We gotta gamble on Talus Peaks being the way to go. Getting the Mystery Sea reward is gonna take a while. Either way we go is going to take a while. But I think this is the gamble we've got to take. Since we're already here, you know? Gotta love taking 2 hearts worth of damage before we even get to the midpoint. We should be good on making it out of here. Like, usually these areas aren't too bad. We have, like, 3 more screens to get through. And one of them is not that bad at all, this one here. Oh! I pressed down into the screen transition. Oh. Okay. We've got full health now. There's no way we're gonna die this time. Like, that was just bad RNG in general. Like, the spawns were just not in favor of me at all. See, that's what you're supposed to do there. We're gonna respawn that. Alright, here's the moment of truth. What item are we gonna get here? Are we gonna have to go to the Mystery Seed reward? We are. Oh, that was painful. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. Like, I was thinking Mystery Seed Reward was probably more likely to be what we needed to do. But given where we were located, it made more sense to do Talus Peaks. Oh, we also have Tune of Currents. We have access to a dungeon. I wonder what's in that dungeon. We probably can't do much. I didn't even think about that. Like, there might be items in the dungeon. Yeah, the items are in the dungeon. That's one of those things, like, I always forget to check the dungeons. It's level 6. Okay. So we can do a little bit in here. And there's Mermaid Suit. What do you know? Oh, actually, that's all I can do in here. It's the one check that we can do in there, is Mermaid Suit. Wow. Oh, and I... Alright. So we can check another dungeon. We're gonna check this dungeon, because, yeah. I don't want to run into that same situation. It's dungeon 1. Okay. We can do a bunch in here, despite not having a weapon. Hey, there's bombs. Okay. Hey, there's a sword! Thank you for the sword. Oh, we can't do that. But we can do that. So with sword, we can now get seeds. Okay. I see where this is going. Before I go in there, I'm gonna make sure I'm saved. It's a boss key for D2. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go get our seeds now. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. We're gonna be dipping everything. So actually, before I go to the graveyard, I'm gonna get those gale seeds. Because just in case we end up getting a satchel, we're gonna have the gale seeds and we're gonna be able to do stuff. At least that's the plan. Come back here! Oh, we can get further into Dungeon 1 now. Now that we have Ember Seeds. There's 2 more checks we can do in Dungeon 1. It's a map that we don't need. How many maps have we gotten already? Like, I think we've got like 3 or 4 maps. What would be nice is if those maps told me where the dungeons are actually located. So like, that was the map for Dungeon 2. It would tell me, oh, Dungeon 2 is located at Dungeon 8, or whatever. Another key for Jabu Jabu. So that's telling me Jabu might be coming up fairly quickly. I am gonna check some other stuff before we go back into Dungeon 1, just in case I get a key. Because if I can get a key for Dungeon 1, that's going to help me out a lot. Because we're going to be able to basically full clear, aside from the boss. If we can get the boss key and the small key, we can full clear. There's the boss key. But not for Dungeon 1. Okay. Still, that's a good one to find, because as soon as we find Dungeon 5, we can basically clear it. As long as we have the Key of Samaria. Oh, we don't have money for this, but we can see what it is. It's the vase. Okay. We'll keep that in the back of our minds if we find some rubies. Okay. Yeah, it's possible sapling may be in play. It could still be a duplicate for something else. Alright, here's where we're hoping to find everything. Oh, I have to do this. Like, we want to find a small key on one of these two checks that we can do. If we can find a small key on one of these two checks, that would be perfect. Or fairy powder's good. That's not going to come into play until we get Tune of Ages. But we are one item away from being able to get into Jabu, potentially. Or two items, really, because we still do need, we still need graveyard access. I might try and farm some rupees in order to be able to buy that vase. Okay, we have access to Zora. We have Zora access already. This is some weird routing. And what's good is because we have fairy powder, we can now clean the seas. So we don't have to worry about going around this route multiple times. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get into the dungeon, but we can at least do most of everything else. Like, we technically have access to a lot of rupees because we have access to Rolling Ridge now. So that means we're going to have access to the 200 rupees from the old man. Plus if we find any more rupees. And then we just need Graveyard Key. There's Kane, okay. So D5 is clearable on first visit. There's our other duplicate. That's not good. We're gonna have to hope scents are on the scent seedling. Because otherwise, it's gonna be Pegasus seeds there. Probably. So after this, we're going to finish up the Clean the Seas route, and then we're going to have to Rolling Ridge. Rolling Ridge is going to be a gold mine for us right now. We have access to a dungeon up there. Plus, we're going to have access to rupees, and we're going to have access to a lot of items. But there's just the one chest that we want to get while we're over here, so we don't have to come all the way over here again. Alright, that's good. That's a good one, because more health is going to be good for us while we're still fairly light on items. I'm gonna... Yeah, we're gonna take this. We're gonna see if we can, get a potion out of it. Ugh. I don't know. Nope. We didn't get it. We didn't get it. We didn't get it. Oh. We were too far away. But that was a good power play. We just needed to... If we had Pegasus seeds, we would have had that, for sure. Yeah, that's out of logic. That's considered hard logic. Yeah, we'll do the dancing now. Yeah, hard logic to Minute Maple. Alright, so Goron Dancing is going to reward us with a key for Dungeon 3. So that is going to be good. I'm going to circle around and then come back to do the dungeon. Just in case we find some items that we can use for the dungeon. Especially if we find keys. Okay, Toonie Nut. That's good. Toonie Nut is a good find. And there's the other key. Okay, that's really good. D2 skip, I don't think it's ever needed. There may be like one very specific scenario where you might want to do D2 skip. Ricky's flute, okay. We're getting some stuff. Getting quite a bit of stuff. And a shovel. So what's good is, after we do all of this, we're going to be able to jump down and check out 2 dungeons. We got a D8 key. We have everything that we need in order to access D8. That's interesting. And there's a scale, okay. That's the only thing that will get me back to the lower part of the map at this point. Okay, boss key, that's needed. We're already looking very good on boss keys. This is what, our 3rd boss key? For Jabu. Again, everything for Jabu keeps coming up. And a small key, okay. So, very good target cards in general. For D8, okay. The more keys we get for D8, the better. Just because you need 4 keys? 3 to 4 keys, potentially, to have access to the mini-boss. And having access to the mini-boss is going to be very good, because that gets you the mini-boss portal. Alright, shooting gallery. Got me a gaseous seed. I could use it to fill up on bombs, but I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to. So we gotta hope that the Pegasus seeds are vanilla. That's the only thing we can do right now, is hope that we got vanilla seeds. Yeah, this has been a fairly featherless seed so far. We're probably gonna see it fairly soon, but we can still get pretty far without it. And we can do a lot in this dungeon with only one key. Especially since we have the shovel, we can do the mini-boss. We can do a lot in this dungeon without having to get any more keys. This is one of those, like, fairly wide open dungeons, but then you have, like, a couple items that are locked behind key doors. Oh my god, come on. Hey, we got another key for the dungeon. That is very useful. Having a second key for this dungeon means a lot. Especially in terms of routing the dungeon. Well, I'm probably not even going to save scum. I'm probably going to use it on the bottom floor. So we can just fully do the bottom floor. But I could save scum bush room, and then we'll see. We just have to hope that bush room doesn't have anything. Ooh, seed satchel. If only we had Pegasus seeds. Oh wow, I actually hit that. I was not expecting to hit that one. Alright, we got a D1 key. Yeah, Tunina is probably going to be the next thing. Like, anytime that you can just keep checking dungeons is a good time. And now that we have Pegasus Seeds, it's going to make getting there a lot easier. Or no, wait, we don't have Pegasus Seeds. What am I talking about? We have a satchel, but it's going to help us get there a lot easier. Especially, like, if we have to come back. Alright. I'm gonna save that, scum that compass. We don't need it right now. We're just gonna keep trucking our way through. Yeah, Ambi's Palace has been available. I don't really want to go there. I know that's a bad idea. Given the circumstances, I probably should. But we have access to a lot of dungeons right now. It's been logical, too. It's been logical because we had Mermaid Suit and a way to break the bush. Graveyard key, let's go. Alright, we're just piling on top of all these dungeon availability. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have gone this way. I'm an idiot. I should keep going this way, so that way we can get the right side. Like, this is what I meant to do, but I wasn't thinking. Like, I was thinking, oh, let's just get the chest, then we're gonna go to the mini-boss, blah blah blah. Small key for D5. Alright. I didn't. I was not anywhere near that portal. I love that strat. There's the feather! Wow. Okay. With the feather, we are now going to be able to just keep going through all of these checks, like all of these dungeons. And we're going to be able to do a decent amount of stuff in these dungeons, too. Boss key for D3. Okay, we're going back there to finish that up. Right after this. Alright, do I dare? How deep can I go? I can't go super deep. I'm gonna come back here. This is gonna be like a calculated risk. But I think I don't want to go in there just yet. At least until I get maybe another key. If I can get another key, then I'll go back there. Or if I don't get another key, if I get the power glove. Alright, got the perfect. And we got a key for Jabu. First essence, 52 minutes in. Not bad. I think what I want to do is I want to go and check and see if we can possibly get Pegasus seeds before we do anything. We have one opportunity to get Pegasus seeds. I want to check that first. Because Pegasus seeds will open up a lot of things. If we can get it. And worst case scenario, we're getting a seed tree. There's a lot of things available right now. Another key for Jabu. Like, my main concern right now is Pegasus seeds and then scouting out all these dungeons. We'll grab whatever we can along the way. There's the Make Path key. Ooh. We have full access to Make Path. That might mean Ambies is a little more convenient. Alright, here is the moment of truth. What tree is behind door number 1? No! Pegasus are locked behind the scent seedling. So I guess that means we just gotta go to dungeons, and we just gotta do checks. There's a lot of things we can do. I'm probably gonna do whatever's at dungeon 4 first, before we go. Before we go to the graveyard, because hear me out. Graveyard is where we buy the potion. We don't have the rupees to buy the potion right now. We're gonna hope that we can get enough rupees to buy the potion. And then go back there. And that way we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And you know the great thing about having the shovel is we don't need a shield. Shield is not necessary. So we don't have to buy anything except for the potion in this run. Aside from like minigame stuff. And we've already done most of the minigames. There's the one on the island that we still could do for the vase, but we don't have the Goron bracelet brother emblem thing yet. So once we get that, I might go back to the island and get the vase. Because we can't do anything with the vase until we get that item. Alright, it's Dungeon 5. So we can complete this. We can do a decent amount in here. We have 1 key, which if we have to save scum, I don't mind. Yeah, it's a guaranteed essence, which is always good. Plus, we get a lot of checks out of it. Ooh, we got another key for the dungeon. That's good. And there's the brother emblem. So next time we make our way to the island, we're gonna have to make a detour. Yeah, this is a really interesting seed. Mermaid Cave present. Okay. We already have 2 keys for that, but we can't do anything there. Like, there's 1 item we can get, or 2 items. We can get 2 items in there, but you don't need keys for that. Keys only matter once you have access to the past. We haven't found that yet. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. That was bad. There we go. Boss key for D8. Okay. So we still have a lot of things we can check in here. So we're gonna go back in. And we're gonna hope that everything works out. I always like to buffer that jump because I don't know exactly where the edge is. Like, I know generally where it is, but I don't like that. We're gonna go... We're gonna do something really interesting here. We're gonna check this. Check the 2 items in here. Oh yeah. Duh. That's how it works. Small key for the dungeon. Okay. Yeah, that's like the safe way of doing it. But I like doing it my way. So that worked out. A key for a key plus an item. So regardless of what we get here, this is going to be good. But that probably means the back. I think the back has to be locked. Let's think about this. Like, there's a key for the dungeon locked behind a key door. And because everything assumes that the worst key logic, like you use the keys in the worst possible way, that means the 2 keys that you use in the back, well, I guess it also means that item is nothing. But it could also mean the back has nothing as well. I don't know, we have one more check we can do here. And then we are off to another land. We're gonna be off to the graveyard probably. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the graveyard. Or you know what? We have an opportunity right here before we go to the graveyard. There's 2 checks we can easily get on our way. Or you know what? We also have a shovel. I might just go get that potion out of logic. Unless we happen to get 100 rupees right here. Give them to me. 100 rupees. No. Okay. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get 100 rupees. And then we're gonna go and do whatever. Oh, where's my shuffle? Wait, where is it? Did I roll past it? It might be breaking the bush, is rolling past it. Alright, whatever. I don't care. I don't care that much. We might find the rupees in the dungeon over here. Who knows? We might find the rupees right here. Alright, it's Jabu. Of course it's gonna be Jabu. We can do quite a bit in here. Even without the level 2 switch hook. Though I'm not sure how much I actually want to do. There's the rupees, okay. So like always, you save before you use any keys in here. Because just in case this ends up being awful. But if we find the level 2 switch hook going this way, then everyone's gonna have to do it. But the odds of it being deep into this dungeon are very slim to none. Our best chances are finding it like right away. AKA on like one of these next two checks. Okay. I really don't want to have to do this. But unless we find something, we can potentially just save scum this entire thing. Like, imagine just being able to save scum half of a dungeon. There's only 2 more items that are in logic right now. The one after the mini-boss requires all keys for the dungeon, so that's not going to be in logic. But we can always check it to save scum it if need be. Compass of Crown Dungeon. That doesn't matter anymore. And a shield. Okay. We might as well just go through the mini-boss and see what the item is, because we're gonna save scum this entire thing. Because there's no possible way that whatever's here can lead us to the level 2 switch hook. Unless it is the level 2 switch hook! Okay, that changes up everything. Well, all of that's required. And we can now finish this dungeon. I didn't think that was possible. I didn't think it was possible for the level 2 switch hook to be on the vanilla chest. That just means that there's enough keys available before having to come in here. I guess. It means every key is available before having access to this dungeon. It's the only way I can think of. So we're going to be able to do everything in here except for the top floor. Top floor we're going to have to get the rest of the keys for. But I don't mind having to come back here if that ends up being the case. Like, this has already been a crazy find. I'm also gonna have to come back to do the bottom floor chest when I do the top because of water level situation. But the fact that we came in here not really expecting much, ending up beating the dungeon, that's a really good find. And I don't really expect a lot of people to be doing this entire route without the level 2 switch hook. I can see maybe Dragon doing it, because he's Dragon, and he does things like that once in a while. We don't need those rupees. Oh yeah, we also got the 200 rupees, so that means we can go get our potion, which now means we can go cure King Zora. We can do a lot of things now. Yeah, we can also full clear Crescent Island. We're probably gonna wait until we get the D1 boss key, maybe. Because then we can combo D1 with clearing the rest of Crescent Island. Maybe if we can also get the Tokay eyeball and like really stack things there, that would be even better. But for now, we're gonna check out whatever's at Jabu. We're gonna be able to get the Zora reward too on our way in. I was not expecting this to happen this way at all. We're also going to be able to go to the library. In fact, let's go to the library right now. Oh man, with Pegasus being locked behind Scent Seedling, we can't do book lists. So whatever this is... Okay, it's only rupees. Thankfully, it's only rupees. If it was something required, we would have had to go buy the book. So book is dead. Okay. We knew that. Ooh, we got a key. For D5. Okay. There's some really interesting routing possibilities I can do. After we leave this dungeon. Did that say blue ring? I think that said blue ring. Or was that blast ring? I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, it's blue ring. Or no, that's armor ring. Never mind. We are not using armor ring. So that must have been blast ring then. I saw BL and that's all I saw. Small key for D8, okay. And we got D6 passed, okay. We can do a decent amount in here. This will be good. This will be good for us. The only bad thing is the fact that we found this puts the rest of D6 present in logic. Yeah, that's the one bad thing. Yeah, it could work out where D6 present ends up being a gold mine. But it's generally a dungeon you don't want to go into. Though it is in prime location. So it's not too hard to get to if we have to go there. Oh wow! How did I get past that? Wow, I just threaded the needle there. Small key for D2. Alright, so we are maxed out here. I'm just gonna open up the pathway and then we're gonna leave. Oh no, we can't even open up the pathway. Okay, I don't have a key. Alright, there's a couple items. I have an idea here. we're gonna make our way through through the sea here, grabbing a couple items along the way. Ambies might actually be the play. And with Tune of Ages, it's super easy to get into Ambies. So I'm probably gonna go there. There's like 4 items I can get through going through Ambies. 5? Crown Key, okay. That's a good one to find. Another small key for Jabu, okay. Yeah, let's go check out Ambies. Because we can get 2 items from Ambi, we can get the tree, and 2 items from the Miku Path. There's another Jabu key. I'm really starting to think that the top part of Jabu might be where we need to be. But yeah, as soon as we take care of this, yeah, Ambi's guards are awful. We'll finish up. We'll finish up these items. then I might go... You know what? It might be worth going to Dungeon 8 at this point. You know how I went in and out? We now have 3 keys, which is going to get us potentially to the mini-boss. If I can get a 4th key, that'll be even better. So far there's two more checks we can do, and then I gotta decide. I definitely think Dungeon 3 might be the best way to go. Or Dungeon 8, I mean. Yeah, we can do Mayor's House. I'll probably grab that on the way. There's a Sense Seedling! Oh, let's go turn in that Sense Seedling now. Well, first, Mayor's House, then Sense Seedling. And then we're going to be able to clean out a lot of Crescent Island. Yo, Mighty, what's up, dude? It's probably going to be faster for me to go that. I don't want to dip into Dungeon 1 yet. I want to do all the stuff that we can do on the island first. Then we'll go Dungeon 1. In fact, I will come back for the chest over there. I'm so happy that we're getting our Pegasus seeds here. Feels so good to get Pegasus seeds. An hour and 36 minutes in. We're also going to grab our vase, because we now have a way to trade that in. You know what would make this minigame a little bit more interesting? Is if the meat didn't fall from the center every time. If you had to like run around and grab the meat. But I'm sure that would have been a lot more difficult. D2 key, okay. We did need more keys for D2. So far, let's see. Dungeon 2. Dungeon 2 is gonna have to be either at Dungeon 8 or Dungeon 5. Because we haven't gone up there yet to Dungeon 5. That's actually probably the next best place for me to go. I'll do that after we make our way through here. In fact, let's use some of these Pegasus seeds. Getting the compass for this dungeon. Not that we really need it. I mean, we do need the boss key still. So compass would be nice. And here's one of my least favorite things to do, which is fight the mini-boss. We're fighting the mini-boss because we don't have the boss key. That's the only reason. Only reason we're coming up this way. Alright. So now... Now let's go check out whatever's at Dungeon 5. Because I totally forgot we had access to this dungeon. We did just recently get it. We got it... We got it when we did the Zora scale stuff. So that was like right before we did Ambies. Small key for D2. have this, like, weird feeling that the dungeon we're about to see could be D2. Watch it be D4. Oh, nope, nope, it's D2. Okay. We're cool. We cool. We should be able to do just about everything in here. We might have to save some stuff, but other than that, I think we have access to everything. Like, if we can save scum the rope chest... Yeah, if we can save scum the rope chest, we should definitely be able to full clear this dungeon. Because that saves us 2 keys. Going that way saves us a key, in general. And there's only 5 keys for the dungeon. And a key that we need for Mermaid Cave Pass. Okay. That's a good one, because we need all 3 of those keys in order to beat that dungeon. Got a slate up there. Okay. Got another key for Jabu. Alright, so we have all the Jabu keys now. Which means top floor is now definitely in play. It also means I probably was supposed to hold off on doing Jabu until now. Or at least clearing Jabu. Alright, hopefully we can save scum these 2 items. That's not something you want to see there. We'll see what the other item is. If the other item is something good, then obviously, yeah, we take it and just take the loss. But if it's a hard container, I say we just save scum for now and come back. more possibility that the lava juice is not required than it is going to be required. Of course, it's probably going to be a key that we need for Dungeon 4. But we know Dungeon 4 is at Dungeon 8 now, so we don't have to go there until we're ready to go. Got ourselves another slate. Worst case scenario here is we're gonna have to come back for that lava juice. Best case scenario, we don't. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't know, we'll see what we get here. I may opt. Yeah, we're keeping that. 110%. How are we on bombs? We can use more bombs. How did I miss? And that wasn't good. That wasn't a good one. Nope. That was early. When you miss the first one, it throws everything off. Nope, that was late. I hope this is the last hit. No. Once you're done, you're done. Because of the platforms. Because the platforms are in a consistent cycle. If that cycle gets thrown off, the whole thing gets thrown off. I think it's time to go to D8. Wait, we can trade. We can do a trade. And we can do the dancing with letter too. Oh yeah, we have a lot of things we can do. Okay. I will take the final heart container. Yeah, a lot of people tend to have trouble with the dancing, but once you play it a few times, it really isn't that bad. Oh, I only have 4 bombs. Let's grab another set of bombs. That's better. Yeah, second shooting gallery is really tough. Especially like when you're not used to the patterns. There's some like tricky shots that you have to make. Okay, I'll take that for sure. And look, I definitely needed those bombs. We're gonna have to play this fairly carefully because we don't have the power glove. Without the power glove, getting to the mini boss is very tricky. Boomerang. Also considering I only have 3 keys, that also means I'm probably going to save Scum. I'm probably going to save Scum whatever's at the floor puzzle. Potentially. We'll see. Like, we'll see if we can do the floor puzzle or not. Oh, that is a really good pack of bombs. Because I was very low on bombs. So after this Stalfos coming up, the rest of this dungeon is technically out of logic. Oh! Ooh, that's... You hate to see that. So we're just gonna check the floor puzzle, and then we're probably just gonna leave. You! And it's brisket. I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it. Because we're right there. We are right there being able to trade this in. Alright. So that was required. That was 100% required. Because it got us another slate. So I don't feel too bad about that. The purple glove! So we need more keys before we can go back in there. But once we get more keys, we're good. Yeah, there's one more thing I can do in there. I don't want to go back in there. We're getting the one that we can get in Zora Village. And then... Okay, we got another key. I think we go back there. I think we just go back. We can go much deeper now. Now that we have that key. Ooh. Yeah, that gets me to the mini boss. And beyond. So that is a huge find. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. Sad to hear that. Those are some good cartridges. So the good thing about having to come back in here basically right away is now we're going to be able to go ahead and get these power glove checks while we're in here. So I'm going to run around. How do I want to run this? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go run straight to the power glove check over here, and then make our way to the mini boss. All right, at least that was nothing. So with all of this, we are missing one small key and one slate for this dungeon. So we're missing essentially one item and the boss. Stop running so much. Okay. Noble sword. That's a good find. There's the small key for the dungeon. Okay. So that's the 5th small key. So that means we can get everything except for the boss right now. Small key for Mermaid Cave Past. Ooh. Lots of really good keys in here. This is where you want to be. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is that we still only have one key for Dungeon 4, and we now have access to the dungeon. Obviously, like, I don't want to go there unless I get more keys, but that might end up being where we need to go. Oh, I was hoping that was the boss key. Alright, so there's one more chest for me to check. And then... do I do the dip? I might. I might want to go and do the dip to Dungeon 4. Because is there anything else that I can potentially do? I could do the back of Dungeon 5. There are a few things I can do in Dungeon 6. Oh, there's the boss key. Okay. That's really good. So that means we're going to Dungeon 1. Which ends up putting us right in front of where we're going to need to go for Dungeon 4. So I might just make the play over there right after this. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Yeah, I might just make the play to go to Dungeon 4 right after I finish Dungeon 1. Especially if maybe we get a key here. Or the key that we get. We'll see what key we get. For D5. Okay. So back of D5 is fully in logic now. So I might want to check that out. Because progression-wise, going to back of D5 could be like a new sphere, so it would make the most sense to try this out. Now, hopefully, one, maybe two of these, both of these items end up being something valuable. If not, it is what it is. Got the map. And we're gonna see what's on the puzzle. Puzzle is probably gonna be bait, isn't it? Yep, okay. So, that was a waste of time. But now... I think we just go for it. That keeps throwing me off every time. I think we just go into D4. Oh yeah, we can potentially do that. That's 2 more items. Yeah, 2 more items before going there makes a little bit more sense. Especially or no, 3 items. I forgot, it's 3 items because we didn't do the one thing on the bottom. So imagine if those are like 3 D4 keys. Like, what? Like, this could potentially have all the D4 keys. And of course, because of water level shenanigans, it's still all the way up. But I think regardless of what happens here, I want to full clear this. That bomb flower could potentially lead to a key. And then the bottom floor could also potentially have something. We also have those. We've seen where the lava juice is in Dungeon 2. So we've actually gotten every key item. It's just a matter of getting these keys that we need. And at this point, we really just need keys for Dungeon 4. We really just need Dungeon 4 keys. Okay, that's the key that we can use to then, get that lava juice. So that'll be the key we use to get lava juice. Lava juice maybe will be a Dungeon 4 key. Okay, that's a good one, because we still need that boss key. Let's go get that lava juice. Let's see if that ends up being anything. Like, we're getting very, very close to just having to go there anyway, regardless of what happens. Lava juice was on clear the room, so we don't have to go too far. And then we could just go straight on over to drop it off. I don't know if this is faster than going through the cave. I don't know, they're very similar in time frame, I think. The final slate. Okay, let's go finish off Dungeon 8 while we're here, you know? This just keeps getting better. So lava juice was progression. Again, there's only one item in here. So the chances of this being really good for us is fairly slim. But this is a dungeon completion. Dungeon completion is always good, regardless of what happens. And if we find, okay, we're not gonna find that key there. I was thinking, if we find the boss key for Mermaid Cave, we can then go finish that off. But no, we didn't find that boss key. That would have been a really good find. Yeah, I like that little puzzle. If only because it then shows you all the weaknesses of the boss. And in the order that you have to do them in. It's a really neat little thing that you can do. Nothing. Okay. I either gamble on 4 or we go to 6 present. 6 present is going to be loaded, I think. I'm gonna go to 6 present. There's a lot we can do there. I normally don't like to go to 6 present, but considering the circumstances, I think it's a good idea. I only want to make one trip to the Sea of No Return, if possible. I know it's probably not possible, but we'll see. If the keys work out in such a way that all the keys are inside the dungeon, then so be it. Okay. There's the boss key for this dungeon. So we can go finish off this dungeon. After we finish here. I'm gonna save now before I forget. Because that key was definitely required. That... not so much. Let's see if RNG chest is required. I don't... do I have the compass for D4? Because at this point I can just listen for compass sounds. But I don't think I have it. Shoutouts to RNG chest. There we go. Nope, okay. So we can full clear this. If I can make the jump. If I can make the jump. This jump's not that hard. Okay, that's the final key for this dungeon. So it didn't matter. And then we get the compass after we get all the keys. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Oh no! We can't do anything else! Because we never opened up the pathway. Okay. Well. Let's go finish up the dungeon. Which is at Jabu. So we'll do this. And then if we have to come back, I guess we go back to present. Potentially. Alright, so we have 3 chests that we can get while we're in here. Hopefully, all 3 of them end up being keys for Dungeon 4. It's not looking good. I don't know if we have the compass, though. Yeah, it's not good. At some point, we're just gonna have to bite the bullet and go there. And watch, get, like, all the keys that we need. That's not gonna help me anymore. I have all the keys for Jabu. I've used all the keys for Jabu. What I really need are keys for Dungeon 4. Or a compass for Dungeon 4. Either one. Well, I really want the keys. But, I will take the compass too. That sounds like a key. 4-4? I don't know. I don't know what the 4 jingle is. What other dungeons am I missing keys from? 3. Oh! Wait a second. Wasn't the key, or wasn't the compass for Dungeon 4 in Dungeon 3? I think it was. I don't know if I have all the keys right now, but let me go back to Dungeon 3. I think I'm still missing a key. Yeah, I'm still missing one key, but I want to say that that's the compass that we save scum way back at the very beginning. Which, if it is, that's going to help me tremendously. Oh no, it was the compass for Dungeon 8. Not quite the same. Oh wait, before we do that, there is something I can get while I'm in this area. Oh no wait, I did that already. I think I basically have to go back there. I basically have to go to Dungeon 4 at this point. There's like nothing I can do. I'm sure there's probably like one thing that I might be able to do, but it's not going to be enough to get me all the keys that we're going to need. Which tells me that a lot of the keys are going to be inside the dungeon. It has to happen. Unless top of, left side of, Present E6 has 2 keys. If that's the case, that's gonna suck. Alright, Dungeon 4 with 1 key. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. We're probably gonna have to come back here. Alright, we got a key. We got another key. We can continue a little bit. So there was one key in here. There's a second key! They're all in here! The keys are all here. We just need one more in order to actually make it to the mini-boss. If we get the one that gets us to the mini-boss, I will be happy. We've got, what, like 2 more checks to do? Yeah, we have 2 more checks that we can do that could potentially reward us with a small key. We got it! What is this dungeon? Now all we need is the boss key, and we're in go mode. Give me that boss key. Imagine vanilla boss key and we have to get that final key. And it's like behind fire. Oh man, imagine the small key on Vire and boss key in Deep 4. That's the worst case scenario right now. Or, yeah, Mimic Chest in D3. Either one of those is pretty worst case scenario. But at the very worst, we got the mini-boss portal, which is fine. I'm glad to get the mini-boss portal. Was that it? I heard a jingle, but was talking over it, so I didn't actually hear. But it sounded like it could have been for this dungeon. It is! What is this dungeon? This is not keysanity. I should have stuck with my gut and gone here when I had the chance, dude. I was like, I really should go there. But I wanted more keys. Oh, they were all here. That's pretty crazy that we got 4 keys out of this dungeon. And Fox is finished in first place. Official SRL time 2 hours 45 minutes 39 seconds. GG to him. That was... He probably made that call of going to D4. And that's the winning call right there. Yeah, don't worry about anything like that. Like, that's entirely on me. Thank you for not running away that time. Seriously, one hit away. Sometimes you just have to gamble in order to win. Today was one of those days. We did not gamble. We did not win. If I had gambled on going to Dungeon 4, we probably could have been done. Like, everything else worked out fairly well. It was just a matter of getting Dungeon 4 done and finding those keys. Still, this is definitely going to be a sub 3 keysanity seed, which is fairly rare. And it was really all because all the keys for Dungeon 4 ended up being inside its own dungeon. course he went up. I haven't gotten him to come at me in a very long time. What are these wizrobe spawns? Seriously! Stop! I'm gonna die. Alright, now we're not. But, wow. That was like the trolliest Black Tower I have ever seen. One, two. Three. Three. Okay. I will take 3. 3 is a very good number of teleports. Of course. Why wouldn't we get Spider? Alright, and we have finished in 2nd place with an official SRL time, 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 27 seconds. Scent Seedling was... Where was Scent Seedling? It was definitely in a dungeon somewhere, but I don't remember which dungeon. It could have been back of 5. No, I don't think it was back of 5. Yeah, I remember Owl Puzzle was bait, like bait rupees or something. And then I think the other thing was a compass. Or something like that. Was... I don't remember where it was. No, I don't think it was boss key chest in D7. Might have been in D6? I think it might have been in D6. I don't remember if it was in past or present, though. Yeah, we'll check the log later. I'm sure it's probably something that I just right on the tip of my tongue. But, that was a pretty good seed overall. There were a few bad things about it, but overall I think it was a fairly good seed. I got baited into doing Talus Peaks early. Level 2 switch hook on vanilla chest was insane, and then Dungeon 4 having like 5 of its own keys in there was insane. Everything else was just like, whatever. Like, I'm really curious as to how Dungeon 4 ended up with so many of its own keys. Like, you would think the logic would try and spread them out a little bit. But it was probably just like, well, everything else is kind of taken care of. Here, let's just throw everything into the dungeon itself. I mean, I'm definitely happy that all those keys ended up in Dungeon 4. It meant not having to do a second trip. But it also meant I should have definitely gone there way sooner. Because I was basically in go mode without knowing it for a very long time. I was just looking for Dungeon 4 keys for like a while. And if I had just gone to Dungeon 4, I would have been in go mode and would have been able to finish probably like 20 minutes sooner.